guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Francine from Fauve Beauty. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. In this channel, I'll teach you the latest trends, test out new products and answer any questions. Here's last week's highlighted comment. Thanks so much for your comments and support with my YouTube journey. I appreciate every one of you guys. Please be sure to leave a comment and stand a chance of being featured in my next video. Today we're going to look at the I.Nails Express a bit more in depth. So when your customer comes in, the best thing for you to do is explain to them how it works and what you're going to do, step by step, what's going to happen, because you're going to take the customer's hand and then you're going to go under the lamp, and then on the next finger you're going to put the primer on while the other one's under. So if you explain it all to them, it'll be easier for you and much quicker during the process. If you haven't watched my other video on I.Nails already, go ahead and watch that first, just because this is showing you more of things that could go wrong, a bit more tips. The other one just shows you how to apply them and how it works. Instead of separately applying the primer to your nails and the false nails, I find it easier just to put it straight onto the false nail and then rub it onto your natural nail, and that way you have the primer on both in one shot. Makes it quicker. On this hand, I've applied far too much of the liquid acrylic, and then I'll show you how to correctly remove the build-up product underneath the nail. When I first started doing this, my customers would go home and they would have the build-up underneath the nail. It was extremely uncomfortable, and obviously you get a build-up of dirt underneath the nail, which were much harder to remove. So it is definitely a good idea to remove all of the excess. As you saw earlier, I'd already prepped the nails, sized up each of the false nails, and I've also applied the primer to the false nails beforehand. Here I'll show you how to apply the nail quicker by putting one under the lamp and continuing with the next nail. So we'll put the nail underneath the lamp and then we will prime the other natural nail, and then I'll put the product on while the other nail is underneath. When I say apply the product, I don't mean put it onto the nail yet. You need to cure the other one first, because you don't want it to half cure while you're putting it on. So you put the acrylic liquid on the false nail while the other one is underneath, and then once the light has gone off, then you can apply the nail and then put the light back on and continue on to the next one by priming that nail, and then take the false nail away from the light, put the liquid acrylic on the false nail and continue doing that. I do struggle to do that with the thumb, so I have found my way around it. It gets easier the more you do it. I do feel like a beginner nail tech at the minute, because the recording, I've got the camera over me so I can't see as much. I have a light over me, so I keep on bumping my head on it, and everything just seems to be all cluttered and everywhere. I am a new YouTuber, so I am getting used to it, and the videos hopefully are coming out better and better. It does help me because I'm making mistakes which beginner nail techs would make because of all of the equipment, which does help the videos, because then I can show you guys how to correct it. I have a nail that I didn't put under properly. The thumbnail, I could not see a thing, and because I couldn't see anything, the nail lifted while I put it underneath the lamp. I can also show you how to remove it, because we're not going to leave it on. You'll end up getting greenies and we don't want that. So I'll show you how to remove it, which is just the same as removing any other acrylics. Here we go. So this is the thumb. The nail lifted away while I had it under the lamp curing. I couldn't really see what I was doing because the camera was in the way, but here's a bit of a close-up. You can see the bubbles at the top of the nail. Now that is not good. You cannot leave it like that. So what I'll do is, I was going to file it off, which is what I'd normally do if someone came in for an infill or wanted them removing. I'd file off the top coat, and I'd also file off the gel polish, just to make things quicker and easier so that I can move on with the rest of the nails. I thought I'd leave that to soak in acetone and I can get on with the rest of the nails. So we continue with the rest of the nails, and then I'm going to remove excess from underneath. Now this nail is not that bad, so it'll easily just pop out. I'll put it in slow-mo up close. How satisfying is that? It just pops off. But the rest of them, on the other hand, like I said earlier, I put far too much on. It's not popping off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a diamond drill bit and very gently remove that. It's been a few minutes since I've looked at the nail that I'm removing. The top bit has come off a little bit, not that much, but I've just pulled that back a bit. That obviously had the air bubbles in, so it removes easier. And put it back in because it's obviously not soaked for long enough. So today's inspirational person is Pauline's Hair and Beauty Salon. Her nail art is fantastic. I love all of her designs. She has been a semi-finalist in the L'Oreal Colour Trophy 3 times. She's also now an ambassador for La Sente. So go ahead and check them out. I'll also leave a link to their social media in the description box down below. Just clean up around the cuticles, make sure that you haven't missed any of the excess material that's overflowed. So if you take a look at the nail that has been in the acetone for quite a while, it has pretty much melted off. Remove as much as you can and then file over it a little bit just to get all the soft bit off, and then I'll put it back in for a little bit longer. That'll be the last time, just to remove anything that's left over, and then I'll go ahead and reapply, which I won't show you because you've seen me do it on all the other nails. Another awesome tip would be when you purchase your nails, and I think this applies to all types of false nails and tips, or you know, the false tips that you put on with acrylics. It applies to all of them. And the best shape to purchase would be your square nails, because you can shape them to anything you want. If you've got square nails, you can shape them to coffin, you can leave them as square, you can put them as almond or even stiletto. So these are always my go-to. I always get square nails. So yeah, all you do is just clip off the sides. It'll save you time on filing. So when you go to file or even clip off parts of the nail, what I find easy, instead of moving your tool from one side to the other side of the finger, do all the left side of each finger and then turn your tool and do the whole of the right side of each finger. I've found that easier, it works better. Try and do that. Even a few seconds of cutting down time will help you. Here it is, a classic example of putting far too little product in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in. Because it's only the bottom, it is easier to fill in. I'm going to take the product, put it underneath the nail. I'll put way too much in, you don't have to put this much in. It's a new tube, so it just comes out much quicker. So you take a very thin brush and prod it in so it slides into the hole that there's missing product, and continue to prod it in. Turn it round, see what it looks like, see if there's any bubbles. You can see how there's a slight little bit on the hour left. Wipe off the excess, cure it, and you're good to go. That simple. You are now ready to put on your design and make your nails look good. Wipe them all off, obviously, make them nice and clean before you go ahead and put any gel nail polish on. We did a baby French, baby boomer French, or a French fade, whatever you want to call it. Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you have liked what you've seen, give us a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.